Welcome to Exposed Turnbuckle. This is the Mac Attack, Jeff McMahon, and this is Behind the Curtain, talking about the news stories from the past week and the rumors coming out. First, we're going to start off with the big news that came out, I believe today or yesterday. Five-Star Wrestling in England offering CM Punk $1 million to wrestle in their 128-man tournament. Obviously, this would be the first time he returns to a ring. So this is big news if he does accept. I don't think he's accepted yet, but if he does, it would be big news and something to keep an eye on. I think he should, and that's not because I'm broke. It's because I think the wrestling world deserves to have CM Punk in it. I don't think UFC is the right move for him, clearly by his last fight. And I think that's where he shines. So I think he definitely should do it. Still remains to be seen whether he will. But that was a thing that came out, and I think it's very interesting, at least, to keep an eye on. Next thing that I wanted to talk about was a trailer was released for the new Netflix series Glow. And for those who don't know, that is about the 80s promotion, the Gorgeous Ladies of Wrestling. Now, this is interesting, to say the least. Sorry about that. I got a message there. It's interesting. Netflix series are usually really, really good, so I'm definitely going to check it out. I looked at the trailer. It looked pretty cool. At least interesting. So I'll definitely check it out. If you haven't yet, definitely check out the trailer. It is actually on NoDQ.com. If you go to that site, you can see the trailer there. You can also probably just YouTube it. But yeah, it does look interesting. So that is something. Excuse me. That is something that I wanted to mention. Definitely check that out. It comes out in June, I believe. So if you have Netflix or if you steal someone's Netflix, check it out for sure. The next thing I wanted to talk about was the WWE kind of being a little iffy. They're not sure what they want to do with Charlotte. Obviously, if you're watching SmackDown, you can tell that there is a face turn coming. But now they're not sure. And as you saw last week on SmackDown, during her promo, she went to Naomi and said, "I'm coming for that title." So there's still that, is she going to be a face? Is she going to be a heel? Kind of tug back and forth. But ultimately, I think she's best as a heel, and that's where she should go. I don't know if that means she's going to stay heel at Backlash and cost them the match, maybe attack Naomi. And actually, I think that might be where they go. They clearly don't. I don't want to say they don't like Charlotte as a face, but they definitely think of her as a heel better. And I do too. I know Patrick does. I'm sure a lot of people do. She was a fantastic heel. As a face, she doesn't quite have the same magnetism that she has as a heel. So they're clearly not sure. I think ultimately they will go heel with her, and I think that's the right move. But that came out this week that they weren't sure. I don't know what you guys think. Leave some comments below and tell me what you guys think of Charlotte, whether you like her as a face, heel, whether you don't like her at all. I don't really care what you guys think. Just let me know. Let me know right down in the comment box. Next up, I want to talk about another rumor that came out, and it's been talked about. It was talked about at SmackDown Live, actually, that there's going to be a Hype Bros split. They're no longer going to be a team. They want to give Mojo Rawley a push. And if you saw the promo with the Andre the Giant Memorial Battle Royal Trophy, why not, right? It's not going to work. But we'll see. I think the best way to do it would be teasing the Hype Bros return and then Zack Ryder turning on Mojo Rawley. and make Zack Ryder heel. I think that's a good way to, one, push Zack Ryder as a singles competitor, and two, give Mojo Rawley a pretty interesting feud to start it off, because obviously with their history, that would be a nice personal feud, and I think that's a good way to start Mojo Rawley off. But yeah, so that's coming up, and I'm sorry, yeah, that's coming up, and so I think Mojo Rawley is gonna get a singles push, and because Vince loves the big guys, so we'll see how that goes. I don't know when Zack Ryder's coming back, but that's the route I would take with them. I think it's best for both competitors, and hopefully Zack Ryder starts to get more momentum and more of a push, and can kind of go more toward the U.S. title picture, feud with guys like AJ Styles, Sami Zayn, guys like that, really make him credible. Because he won the Intercontinental Championship. They clearly thought high of him, and then they just kind of like, you know what, never mind. So they think they like him enough where they can do it. So I mean, we'll see which way they go with that. The last thing I really wanted to talk about was the Braun Strowman injury. So last week we talked about the Braun Strowman injury and how it came out that he was going to be out 6 months and how devastating of a blow this was to Monday Night Raw. Now it's coming out that he might be ready for SummerSlam. So that's good news for us, good news for Raw, and expect him to get a title shot at SummerSlam against Brock Lesnar. That being said, now that he is going to be okay, any thoughts of Balor, Rollins, whoever wins the match at Extreme Rules, the thought of them winning the title is pretty much dead. For anyone who hoped, including myself, that Brock Lesnar would not hold the title until Mania to face Roman Reigns, that is losing hope there. I think it's going to end up being Brock Lesnar versus Roman Reigns at Mania, and Brock Lesnar is going to hold it all the way to then. So you're not going to see much of the Universal title in this calendar year, which is ridiculous. But I get it. I get that he's a special attraction. When he shows up, people pay to watch. I get all that. But I just am not a big fan of not having the title shown each week. As much as people hate Roman Reigns, I would rather have Roman Reigns have the title going into Mania. I don't care about that match. They can definitely have that match. I would rather have Roman Reigns have the title going into that match. Whether Braun Strowman wins it at SummerSlam somehow, and Roman Reigns ends up winning it from Braun Strowman, and then Lesnar challenges Reigns. I don't know or Balor wins it and Reigns wins it off Balor. Whatever you want to do. I just think Reigns having it would be a better idea, just so you can have the title on TV every week, and then Lesnar and Reigns can have it then. But I don't see it that way. I think Lesnar's going to hold it all the way to Mania. So Google image the Universal title if you want to see it, because you won't see it too much this calendar year, I don't think. Those are really the big news stories of the week. It wasn't a huge week similar to last week. Not much to talk about. I mean, I wish I could give you guys more. I wish there were some juicy rumors. Like, I know I've saw the Backlash odds. I'm not going to go into that because those change daily. I think we all can pretty much make our own decisions with that, so I'm not going to go into that. I know we will have a Backlash prediction show, and maybe we'll combine it and do an NXT TakeOver prediction show as well. I'm going to be honest with you, haven't watched too much of NXT. I've been really busy and haven't been able to go on the network and watch too much of it. So hopefully I can do that tomorrow, maybe Saturday during the day, and kind of get caught up a little bit with storylines. So I'm not going to do a prediction show for that unless I do get caught up. So be on the lookout. It might happen, it might not, but the Backlash prediction show will more than likely happen. So subscribe the video, check out Patrick's videos, and comment below. Tell me what you think. And until next time, see you.